Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me again. Today, the Lord gave me another word, and it says, "A wise wife is a gift from God." A wise wife is a gift from God. And so, like, miraculously, the Lord was just taking me every verse that I was looking at. It was about a wise woman or wise wife. So lately, the Lord has been taking me a lot to marriage related and happy home marriage related verses, and the Lord is really wanting to talk to His children about the importance of choosing a life partner and what to look for in a life partner, and not only that, but the importance of a happy home. Uh, Personally, I'm not married, so I was, in the beginning, I was a bit puzzled. Um, but the Lord has taught me a lot through these verses and through these teachings that He takes me to about not only about future, but also about my current relationships, how to be at home, how to deal with things, how, you know, just trying to, just trying to change me as a person for better. So let's see. The first, the first verse that the Lord took me was Proverbs 14:1, and it says, "The wise woman builds her house, but the foolish tears it down with her own hands." And the Lord was really telling me that, as a woman, we have the capability of um, building our homes and being like, um, he actually took me to, I was watching a health related video. It's by Barbra O'Neal. I'm sure you guys know her. I mean, she's a very well known Christian woman, a Christian health teacher. And health and wellness teacher, and she also really actively uses the Bible, which I love, and the Lord's teachings and her teachings. So she was like talking about her relationship and how she met her husband and everything. And one of the things that I learned from her teachings was that that love is actually a mindset. And so the Lord was like saying that just like the way you make up your mind, and you decide to forgive someone, you make up your mind and decide to give in the name of the Lord. You make a decision and to follow the Lord and obey Him. Love is something like that, and he was saying that it's not an emotion, like just it's like faith. Having faith in the Lord is not like it's not an emotion. Walking by faith is not walking by your emotions. It's making a decision and walking by it. So the Lord was saying that love in a marriage is also a mindset. So you kind of have to set your mind and decide that you will love that person regardless, and then you will probably have like ups and downs and highs and lows, and things won't always be perfect. But what the Lord was saying is that like focus on what He has given you, like as a spouse. In this case, it's a wife. Like if He has given you, and it says um, like on Proverbs 18:22, he brought up, it's another verse. It says, "He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from God." So then he also took me to Proverbs 19:14. It says, "Houses and wealth are inherited from parents, but a prudent wife is from the Lord." So it's, if you are blessed with a life partner or a wife that's that is wise, or a prudent wife, or uh, you know um, they're like they're actually a blessing and a gift from the Lord. And so he's saying that to treat them just like the Lord said so, just the way you are to this Christ treated the church. He gave his life for his wife. And so the Lord was really saying that, make up your mind. And sometimes it's like difficult because we're all at a different level of wisdom, and we might not look at things from the same perspective. And this could be like a situation where the man is actually the one who is not spiritually there, like when it comes to wisdom, godly wisdom. They're still like learning. They're not very mature yet. I don't know, for the lack of better understanding, for the lack of better words. So as a woman, and the Lord was saying that, it's like our choice to make up our mind and say that, oh, am I going to build my home or am I going to tear it down? So, and like, do we major, or like look at the major and the minor, like how important are these certain situations, certain things? Are they really worth getting into an argument with, or should we can disregard it and look at it and be like, what this person said was not pleasant. Should I really get into it, or should I just brush it off? Or but at the same time, the Lord was like emphasizing the importance of communication and all those things. And he took me to many different marriage related verses, including like the one about how the Lord asked the man to walk away from his parents. But also, like, he brought a bunch of verses where it says that, you are to still honor your parents. Like, just because you're walking away and, like, choosing to, I guess, live with your wife, becoming one with your wife, that doesn't mean that, like Mark, I think it's Mark, what is it, Lord? Mark 7? Or it's in Mark. I think it's Mark 7 or Mark 8. I'm not sure. I don't remember by memory. But that's where the Lord says, where he's talking to the Pharisees about how, like, you're to take care of. They break the laws about taking care of their needy family members, like their needy parents. So I could, I guess, look for it. Mark. Yeah, it's Mark chapter 7 verses 9, and it says, you skillfully sidestep God's law in order to hold on your own tradition. For instance, Moses gave you the law from God: honor your father and mother. And anyone who speaks disrespectfully of father and or mother must be put to death. But you say it's all right for people to say to their parents, sorry, I can't help you, for I have vowed to give to God what I would have given to you. In this way, you let them disregard their needy parents. So I guess the Lord was saying that, if your parents are in need, you're still like supposed to help them out. But honor them and not their sins. All of our parents are not the same, I guess. Some people have good experiences, some don't. So, but the Lord was really saying that we just honor them regardless, because they brought you to this world. But then he was mostly talking about marriage today. He took me to the importance of a happy home environment. Like he took me to Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verses 8 and 9. It says, better is the end of but it's better is the end of a thing than its beginning. the patient in spirit are better than proud in spirit. Don't be quick to anger, for anger lodges in the bosom of fools. I was reading a different version. That's why I was very unfamiliar with this one. So yeah, the Lord was saying, like, be patient and don't get quickly angry. Like, try to control your temperament, and and it's not only just for that. For this one, for me, the Lord was talking about other things, because there are like people that sometimes don't really understand me, and I get frustrated. But it's just like we think differently, and like I said, like godly wisdom is different than the wisdom of the world. So sometimes we do cross path with people that they don't really understand us very well. So the Lord is really teaching me how to be patient, and but at the same time, he brought up this one for marriage to, I know that sometimes, like, in a marriage, I guess the significant other could get on your nerve, or your family member or children, but to really like try to take a hold of your anger and not, try to change your ways. And so then he took me to another one, Proverbs 19, mostly Proverbs and Ecclesiastes. The Lord was like the whole day, like I was there. So Proverbs 19:14, it says house and I already did this. Proverbs 17:1, it says better a dry crust eaten in peace than a house filled with feasting and conflict. So I've actually experienced this, where like I would, when I was a child, like I would go to certain like friends' house or neighbors' homes where there was like, they didn't have much, but they were a very happy big family where like everybody just would get along, and the home was just like a place where you wanted to be. And I, up to this day, like I have like really good memories of those times, versus like not wanting to go to certain relatives' home because it was just fancy and very dry and cold, and you could just see how the parents, like things were just not right. So yeah, I've actually, I'm sure you guys have the same experience. So it's not like how much you have, it's how happy your home is that really matters. So this really spoke to me, like when the Lord actually took me to that. It brought a lot of good memories. And I guess, let me see, what else does the Lord brought up today? He brought up Psalms 119 verses 36 through 38, and it says, give me an eagerness for your law rather than a love for money. Turn my eyes from worthless things and give me life through your word. Reassure me of your promise made to those who fear you. So Lord was like really telling me that, the importance of obedience, because Psalms 119, I think it's majority of it is about obedience, how the Lord really desires for us to be obedient and to really like desire to him and his ways, and not to really worry about finances and things like that, and just really focus on what he's asking us to do. And in this case, it's mostly about marriage and how to love another person, how to be patient, how to be kind and generous, and in a marriage and in a family, and how to keep your home happy. So I pray that this word really spoke to you. It was educational for me, but also I pray that it came on time, and it's a confirmation for you. And if this word blessed you, please like, subscribe, share with anyone that might benefit from it. And if the Lord leads you, sow a seed, come into agreement. Thank you. Okay. God bless.